Alright, alright, alright. Alright. It is simple what I'm going to be attempting to do. Create my own F1 team. That's going to be based off a future channel, of course. Plan is simple. Get get helmets, get them customized to how we want them. Camera, microphone, of course, and record. Actual go-karting, and maybe build our way up. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, let's build an F1 team based off this future channel using the new 2026 DLC. Now, there's 24 races still. My question is, what race are we losing for Madrid? Wait. Hold up a minute. I was right, Imola is gone. I didn't see Imola in 2026. Yeah, they replaced it with Canada, and Imola was replaced with Madrid. So the Imola track no longer exists for 2026 season. Very interesting, actually. Good. No. Simple difficulty 70. Weekend structure full for everything. Let's put this on standard. Yep. Rules and flag. Keep it on standard, immersive. Yep. Assist. Landing on, anti-lock brake, traction control, and corners. And I have a manual. No recovery mode. If I spin out, well, that's on me. Perfect. Unfortunately, I will not take all driver icons. I will do official drivers only. And let's skip the tutorial. As I did test this out once, just did a quick run through to make sure I got everything right, and that was it. Alright. Background. Wait, that's not what I wanted to hit. This is the one I wanted to hit. And yeah, none of that, because I want to start from the ground and work my way up. As it'd be more fun that way. Team identity. Team colors. We added that. We actually recently added that light blue for Nick because he wanted a color of his own. So came together and added that. There's not really good logo designs in this game. I wish you could like custom logos. Hopefully in F1 27 we can. Alright. 8 million but 420 weekly. Or take 100,000 less and make 45k more a week. Which over a span of a month I make more. Just take this one. Alright. Choose an engine. Well, I got $5 million to work with. How do I have $5 million? Oh. Because already counting the loss of it. Okay, if I'm working on a budget, but I have to choose an engine, I can either choose between Aston Martin, Audi, not Formula, but Red Bull, Ford, Ferrari, HP, or Mercedes AMG. Well, I got enough money to get Mercedes, so you might as well just get Mercedes, right? Need to at least work for a podium, so get the 2 highest rated drivers we can. And work up. Alright. For car design, since what do we choose? The yeah, right. Our sponsor is Siren. So what do we change the colors around for this? Adds all 3 colors and the sponsor. To like a slightly lighter green, maybe. Add some color and difference to the rest of it. And then boom. There we go. Yeah, like I said, I really want custom logos because if I could add the actual logo for the casual gamers, like, I would rather just do that. Oh yeah, I forgot. Today I have to introduce the new logo into the casual gamers. Because as of June, I'm releasing it. probably gonna need that. And I'm gonna go with pit crew because I feel like that one's gonna be the most handy. Do that. Decal editor. Because yeah, I was right. You can add secondary sponsor weekly income here. And that is what you need. It must be nice if they added like actual real life like sponsors instead of paying for fake ones. Putting a hot dog on your car would be crazy though. Just put different ones so it actually looks more like a Formula 1 car. The big circle one right here. Back to the main sponsor. All right, there we go. Not bad of a car, design-wise. And we'll make a little extra money a week for that, so I'll take it. Alright, let's advance the first week.
So, we're gonna need to open talks with
Alright, I do want to talk to some drivers though, because even though, yes, I want to at least move on from one of them. And watching the races, you gotta assume Max Verstappen is not gonna leave Red Bull. Lando Norris won't leave McLaren. Same with George Russell, Charles Leclerc, and Lewis Hamilton. Oscar Piastri might want to leave McLaren, but not for at least another 3 years. Fernando Alonso, although he might want to leave Aston Martin for a faster car, but I don't have that, so I don't know if that would work. Although I probably could target him. It'd probably go with a veteran. I doubt I'd ever be able to get Kimi. Mercedes definitely won't let him go. But the one rookie I keep looking into the races is Hadjar. He's doing really good on Red Bull. Monaco was a good one. Barcelona was another one. He dropped to I think 13th and moved all his way all the way up to like 7th, I believe. So Hadjar is definitely like a good young piece.
I've reached out with a very early prelim.
And then of course, if you could get like Fernando Alonso to be a veteran. Veteran trains the rookie, rookie gets better in the long run. back to this. Alright, next one is allows you to work 2 projects at the same time. Research. Wait, am I allowed to research multiple things? I think so, but I need more. In development for it. So, again, yes. Let's research. Did I get this? 4 days. Alright, that's a good reveal. My plan is to do the actual race itself. I think it'd be interesting and fun as I'm working on my skill, and I get to try the new Madrid map. I definitely think that EA is going to do a good job on F127 with the new heightened increase in popularity for F1. I definitely think that EA is going to put a lot of money into F127. That's why they did the DLC, so they have an extra year of development for it. So I think come next year, F127 is going to have like a whole new rework, and people are going to be shocked at how good it actually does look. There's facility improvements. Okay, is there a way I can make them cheaper, actually? Receive 10 points? No. With the new season coming up, let's do that one.
Great news. One of our research upgrades is complete. Once we finish researching an upgrade, we can start developing it for one or both of our cars. Head over to the development screen to get started.
There we go. Get that in development. Alright, let's move on. To the race weekend. Let's see, the driver I do want to build. Use Jack Crawford. Pigs I can build quickly, the rest of it I can't. Alright, so now we gotta build a car from the ground up. But we are the total team. 24 people on the grid. Alright, let's do practice one. Let's figure out how slow this car is.
Hey mate, this is Mark. This is going to be a good year. We're going to have a great time together, and obviously the team are brand new, so I've set everything up from scratch. Let's make the big boss happy and show that we're not just here on the grid to make up the numbers, alright?
Get rid of that. Alright, I haven't tried the new F-126, so I still have to get used to the energy deployment system that's new. Select session to advance to. Oh, interesting. Okay, I feel like I'm definitely going to need this. Alright. Let's do a custom. Because I'm gonna need it. Alright, there we go. Because I'm definitely gonna need the upgrades for this car now that I have that. Let's do race strategy and practice. Well, the energy deployment system for the F-126 car.
Okay, let's have some nice steady laps here, please. Just a managed pace, like you would in the race. That's what's going to give us the best data.
S mode. Then you overtake here.
Okay, mate, nice and steady here. I want a representative lap, because this is what's going to set our race strategy.
So they replaced DRS with S mode. I think they did.
Okay, so from an aerodynamic perspective, the main changes are the new aero modes. Straight mode will give you less drag on the straights, and corner mode...
Oh, short for straight mode. Oh, so, okay, so that's just the flaps on the rear wing and the front wing going down. Okay, I got you. Sorry, I had to take that call. Okay, back to this. So I think I was talking about the straight mode, of how it angles the wings down to get more downforce for the corners, but less drag for the straights. Well, we gotta see, is that just because the car is slow?
Okay, mate, so word on the new regs this year. When you're within a second of the car ahead, you'll get access to overtake mode. Basically, it just gives you more power and recharge allowance from the battery over the following lap. Nothing for you to do, just lock in and focus on the move. Enjoy.
So for the research I was doing, to recharge the battery better for the DLC, it's to lift more. Oh, that's iffy. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna be the slowest. We're probably going to be the slowest. I'm not really worried about it.
Okay, as you know, another part of the new regs is boost mode. Don't forget to use it to make the most of that hybrid power.
Wait, so, huh? So, boost mode is always available. That takes from the battery. So what the frick is overtake mode? Alright, well that's done. Should return to the garage now. Now I'm confused. What? So, overtake mode is different from. I'm guessing. Regular mode? Okay. So, based off what I'm seeing here, is my car is computable for podium, apparently. I can post a 28 sector 1, which is better than most, a 35 sector 3. If I just catch up in sector 2, I might be able to do more damage. And this is 70 AI, which is, I haven't faced against 70 AI before. So, alright, let's do qualifying pace. No, let's do that for last. Let's do ERS management before we do qualifying pace. I want to see what my actual top speed is afterwards. But the car setup feels nice. I feel faster.
Okay, on this test I want you to focus on managing your ERS. It's really important for our overall race pace, and so a reminder that you've got modes to play with in your MFD. See how they feel for you and see how different modes drain the battery.
need to know it. Slightly off track there.
Nice one. Okay, reminder, a neat way to recharge the batteries by lifting at certain points when you feel you can and by gentle braking. Try those this lap and see how
I
you
wish I
get on.
could do gentle
And
braking,
if you wanna
but
make the
I
most of those
unfortunately
gears,
cannot.
Engine braking will also put some juice back into the battery. Combine all these
Engine
techniques
braking, I do
and see
that.
how you go.
I feel like they changed with the RPMs. It feels much slower to gear 8 than the previous one, 24-25.
Okay,
Alright.
test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of
Yeah,
that. Well
it
done.
definitely feels like it's slower to gear 8 than normal. Okay, 18.7. Remember, the Ferraris aren't the fastest car. That would be the Mercedes, who I don't believe have gone for a lap yet. What did my teammate post? I don't know why he's okay. I can see it. A 127.7. There's a 4-second gap between me and him. 30.6, 19.6, 37.3. But he did that on hards, not softs. So he may have a chance of beating Alonso. Hopefully he doesn't do too bad this season, so we can at least get some points. But we'll see. Alright, let's go to softs for qualifying pace. Goal here is my current lap time is I think 124. Let's see if I can get below it.
Okay, this is a quali sim. We've estimated the times our closest rivals will be doing, so that's what we need to beat. Okay, so looking ahead to quali, you should be using hot lap engine mode for most of the lap, not boost. It's going to work out quicker in the long run.
Yeah, but I'm out of battery now.
Program complete.
121.
Job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the
Okay. Return to garage.
garage and I can take you through
Okay,
the
so I got
numbers.
121 on my first try using the F126 DLC on Australia. Lap time. I'm still slower in Sector 2 behind Hadjar. I knew I wanted Hadjar, but I dominated in Sectors 1 and 3. I knew why I was slower in Sector 2, to be honest. I ran out of energy for my battery. Stuck at going 188 on the straight. Still posted a 121 though. So you really think about it, they sacrificed their time in sectors 1 and 3 for a better sector 2 time. Okay. Alright.
Okay, mate, your race engineer, Mark here. What a great time to bring a new team to the sport. I am so up for this. A whole new car and power unit to get to grips with. So I'll talk you through engine and aero modes. You focus on the driving.
25 out of 5. Okay, good. Alright. Let's quick practice session 2 and jump to qualies. Ooh, I was fastest.
However, we'll be back shortly.
Alright.
For more
With the
Formula
121,
action.
I was the fastest. Why does that feel slow? Because I remember in 2025, the cars were hitting like a 114 on these laps. Now we're hitting a 121. Maybe on a faster car, because my car is not fast at all. It's the slowest. I'm just a good driver. How am I at 70 difficulty and 123 is the highest they got? Where's my teammate? Oh, Kimi accidentally didn't even do one. 127? Damn. Slow. Well, I don't expect to win this year. Just have a good first year. Let's quick practice these last 2 developments. Thank you. Alright. Yeah, let's start the qualities. Nice. Now it's another part I could research then. I'll gladly take that. Because, well, I need a research parts, I swear. I have nothing going for me right now. What in the... Really?
Got a bit of a situation at the moment. Seems like something's off with the fuel injection system. We're looking into it, but we're going to be out of action for a few minutes.
Okay, so for Q1, I'm out of it for almost 2 minutes. Gasly's going. Go for a flying lap now. I'd rather just do a flying lap than a driving lap. Oh, who's in front? Oh, thank you.
Okay, I'm afraid we've dropped to P24. That's P24.
P24. Okay, learn my lesson. Don't use overtake mode on the straight. As fast as I want to be on the straight, it's not worth it because then I'm slower in sectors 2. So I didn't like having to go outside the track.
Okay, mate, so plenty of changes this year. In terms of the engine, you've now got overtake mode. It's a boosted battery mode that'll kick in automatically when you're within a second of the car ahead to give you more power over the following lap, so you can get that overtake done. And don't worry about draining the battery, you can recharge more accordingly.
Shit. Got to be in gear 2 for that. Probably turn slightly later there. Second place. He posted a 120? What were the times? Holy shit. Holy shit, I was slower in everything. Sectors 1, 2, and 3. Charles had the best sector 2 out of the 267. George Russell had a better sector 3 at 34.3. And then Lando Norris had a better sector 1 at 27.9. I am 4 seconds behind him, but at a fast lap time than Kimi Antonelli. Interesting. I'm not going to go out again. So I'm just going to accelerate the time. Everybody else will go out though again. Alright, see any changes? Still in second. Alright. That's qualifiers 1. Moving on to Q2. Interesting. Is it really a slow car? Why I'm there?
Okay, me again, mate. We've made some changes to the way that ERS works this year, so you're going to have multiple modes to choose from in the race now. Have a play around with them in your MFD during the practice sessions, and think about how you might use them on race day. I'll check back with you soon to chat more about it.
I guess I'm doing a driving lap. Gotta watch out for battery. Gotta keep that near 100 for this lap. Just warm up the tires. Oh, that's bad. Purple sector 1, green sector 2. Oh, I did it. 127. Oh, I did it. Holy shit. I did mess up slightly on that last corner, but no. Fuck you, Leclerc. I beat him in sectors 1, but I had to demolish sector 3. Damn. You got the DLC already? Oh, yes, I did. I actually just got it yesterday. This is my first practice using it. I learned Alt S mode is straight mode. You still have the overtake boost, but they have like an overtake mode when you're a second within. That's like supposed to replace the DRS system. I haven't had an opportunity to use it yet. We'll see in the race, but the cars are slower, I'll say, because I can post a 114 on the 25 cars. 120 is so far the fastest I can do on these cars. Pretty much I said slow. But I'm starting off with a crappy car, so maybe it's just that I'm using a crappy car that's making it feel slow. But because I didn't want to do my team and just create this overpowered start-off team, like start off with a better car than Mercedes. So I started off with a team worse than Aston Martin. They are pretty fast, but they do feel slow by the times. It's 6 seconds slower, but it feels fast. Yeah. Probably. My car does have good downforce, probably because I added it in my settings, but it can handle corners pretty well. That I'm used to Australia, but still, it's missing that speed in the combustion engine. You honestly enjoy racing a lot compared to the F1 car, 25 cars? I will say they are more fun just because of the battery. If you're terrible with your ERS management, it can screw you over big time in a race. So I will say, having like a racing sim, not using a controller, will highly benefit you. Even especially with traction control off, because you can have better braking points with lighter braking to increase your energy in your battery. Controller is hard to do that with, so I'll make racing more fun and add an extra layer of strategy and skill to the game. Practice half lifting. Yeah. There's like some corners where I like to use only a little bit of the throttle. And then there's some corners where it's better to full throttle. I'm still on controller, so I don't want to turn traction control off because it's hard to be precise in throttle on a controller. So I got the track there. But that's like the last point of my driving that I want to fix. Is just turn off the anti-lock brake and traction control, and I feel like I could be a complete racer in this game. I have the corner for racing line on because I need the braking points because I don't have these tracks memorized. But otherwise, I don't use the racing line. I follow my own. Okay, that's too early to cut in. Might have to come back out for a second try. Too early in the braking point. use it all the time. Basically, half lifting and full Licko regenerate the same amount of energy back to the battery, but you still retain enough speed on half Licko compared to full Licko. Alright. Yeah, because my friend Jason doesn't have it yet, so gaining an advantage in knowledge on this will definitely help me. I had a slow sectors 2 and 3, but a way better sector 1. I might be able to beat it. I'll do a flying out loud. Alright, 20. Gotta stay within that time frame. Save it for sector 2. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Sector 1, you don't really need to use it for. Sector 2 is like the area you want to use it for. Because you're slow on the straight if you don't have battery. Slow. Save it to use on sectors 2 and 3. Yeah, I probably used too much on that straight.
Well, that wraps up qualifying.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
Don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow.
P5.
We head into the Grand Prix.
I could have gone faster. I just need to time my battery usage on the long straight in sector 2 and then the shorter one so I can use the boost without overdoing it, because yeah, the battery goes out quicker than 25. Play between boost and medium a lot. Holop doesn't help that much. Yeah, like I've been watching F1 for about a year now, but I started playing F1 starting around the Australian Grand Prix of this year. So there's still more about this game I need to learn. Like, me and my friends were racing Gran Turismo before we went here. So there's a lot I need to learn about F1.
It's time, and joining me in the commentary box this afternoon.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Put the stop there because I feel like something's gonna happen. I doubt I'm gonna be able to make it the full length on one set of tires. And I feel like it might dry up eventually, so let me do a 2-stop. You go up to speed in no time. You're pretty good, mate. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's usually my racing line that's good, but I still have a lot of areas to work on before I'm halfway good to where I want to be. And having a racing sim would definitely help. I don't really like using a controller. So I gotta ask Daniel, how's your day going? I'm assuming that since you said pretty good mate, that you're either from Australia or the UK, but I'm gonna lean more towards Australia. And the reason I'm saying this is because we had another Australian join our chat last week. They can also make it super slow, yeah. Germany. I was not expecting Germany. Okay. Who's your favorite driver then? From Germany. But yeah, I definitely agree with you on the points that braking and
Okay, that's not an ideal place for
braking and battery management are the most important things.
Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now. Be patient and watch for those lights.
Ooh, I knew that was gonna be 2-cut braking line because the rain is longer. Like I didn't break my wing there. Definitely would have been a penalty though. It wasn't exactly my corner. Tires. I would say that Hulkenberg guy's a solid performer. I agree. I think the Audi's just slow this year.
Okay, so
But I was kind of happy that he got his first win last year. 200 races, first time podium.
Use boost on the next long straight to get your way past.
My car feels slow. On the straights though. Nope, that's a wall. Okay.
Okay, you've got front wing damage. This will have a major impact on performance unless you box for a new one. Okay, I've got a brand new race.
Who's my favorite driver?
If you want to go and check it out.
Well, I just started and I'd go for Verstappen. Box's lap.
Copy.
But if I were to go for a young, promising, up-and-coming driver, Kimi Antonelli's winning, but I'd go with Hadjar. Hadjar's really impressing me in these last few races. Because he's started like the bottom of the pack, or at least midfield, and worked his way into the top 10. Damn, that's a terrible first, technically second lap.
Okay, there seems to have been a problem removing the front wing, but we've got to try and put that behind us now and finish the race strong. Get your head down.
That took him too long to get that front wing on.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. So with the new power units, make sure you're lifting and coasting before corners, and consider not always going full throttle. Try combining lift and coast into braking with boost out of corners and see if you can find a good balance.
Max is your all-time favorite.
Rain clearing up is about 10 minutes, so just keep your concentration out there. You're doing well.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree. Max, all time. Of course, I'm the type of person, I just finished watching the Senna series on Netflix, and in my opinion, Senna is the greatest driver of all time. But I definitely think Max Verstappen is definitely in the question for top 5. Whoa. I'm losing grip. Rain. But I'm happy that Hadjar is on Red Bull, because Red Bull is going to get better this season.
Boxed for mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre now, and gap to the car in front, 19.5 seconds.
I definitely think he's going to get better this season. And I think he even has a chance on at least getting top 3 in at least one of the future races. Weather report.
Current forecast is 5 or 10 minutes more of rain before it starts to dry up. We're not certain which is the best tyre right now, dries or winters.
Everybody's pitting for dries. Hydra could get a podium this season. I definitely agree. Box a slap.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
I'm gonna go to hard tires.
Right, you've got the boost mode available now. Use it if you want to. Just a reminder from me, temperatures are vital for tyre wear, so make sure you keep them in the green zone.
Dries are definitely the better tires right now. I just barely won that. And not because I was faster.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous
Ooh,
driving
just
if you
barely.
cross onto the track.
And Red Bull are improving significantly. It's going to be a close battle after this summer break to the rest of the season. I definitely agree. I think Austria showed it. If you gave Austria
Okay, go,
2
go,
more
go.
laps,
Perfect
or
job
even
from
1
you
more
and the
lap,
crew there,
I think
mate.
it 2 though
Nice
would
with
have
that.
made better
One
sense.
stop to go, just one stop left.
Verstappen would have caught Russell, but I think Kimi would have caught Verstappen. I don't think George Russell would have won that race. His pace was just slow towards the end of it. I also think Red Bull messed up Verstappen's race. He should have pitted way earlier. It cost him a 10-second gap after he pitted. What he should have done was go maybe 2 laps extra
Both on a two-stop
and
though,
then
they've got
have
one more
pitted
stop
to
make. Let's get past if we can, but don't overdo it 'cause they'll be
the
in
medium
soon.
tires. That way he would have been like 2 or 3 seconds behind Russell instead of 10. He probably would have caught up quicker. And he would have been so far ahead of Kimi Antonelli, he would have won the race.
A few teams seem to be putting intermediates on now. Come on, let's go and switch over if you need to.
I think next season when they change back to the 60-40 power
Okay,
split,
gap ahead, 9.1 seconds.
it's going to benefit the Red Bull. I think it's going to benefit Max and Hamilton and maybe even George Russell because they prefer the higher power in the combustion engine than the battery itself. This battery has really just benefited Kimi Antonelli because it brought the playing field down for him. I think he's a good driver, but I think having this playing field so far down for the rookies to do this, I think the higher combustion engine with less battery prevents those close gaps from happening. Because if you go back to 2021 when it was Lewis Hamilton versus Verstappen, it was usually them in first and second with a 40-second gap over third place. So I think they need to go back to that type of racing because that was the most exhilarating and fun for him. I was surprised they went 6 laps later than pitted. Yeah, I definitely think that cost him the race. I'm using battery here because I had too much.
remember, when you get within a second, you'll get access to extra power from the hybrid system in overtake mode.
Make a 50-50 power split. Didn't make sense. Not really. Gaffel.
Richard's in the
I wonder
pits.
why they
Richard is in
changed the
pit lane
regulations
now.
here. I think it was more they're changing the regulations because fans didn't really like the new regulation and the drivers didn't really want it either. So they're going to change it back. Because F1's a very political, money-based business. And if they make more money off the old school driving, they'll eventually go back to it. Of course, they're going to keep some newer regulations for safety reasons, but
You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
I'm not coming in last. Formula E on steroids. Basically, it did. That's funny though. I mean, they're smart to try and make it 60-40 because Max Verstappen will leave if they don't make changes. He's too loyal to Red Bull, so he's not going to leave Red Bull, but at the same time, he doesn't want to deal with a lack of power in his car. So I think Red Bull needs to fix their car, where they need to have Verstappen go to GT racing.
Lap of the race.
I'm kind of happy though Hamilton got his first win in, what, 2 years I believe it was? But especially for Ferrari. Seeing that in Barcelona was, I was kind of happy about that. Don't you dare box me out.
Brilliant. Nice move. Keep going.
I feel slower on the straight, and it's probably because of the aerodynamics, but damn. Ferrari's last win was in 2024 in Mexico with Sainz. Yeah, so I guess Ferrari was overdue.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
I have to be 20, team needs to be 18.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Alright, after a terrible start where I lost my wing because George Russell cut in front of me, I've caught up.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Just gotta focus one driver at a time. Next is my teammate. Way too fast. I did it again. I won't be able to take him on this lap. Too aggressive. Patience, wait for the next lap. No, it's not the next corner.
Okay, mate, boost mode if you need it. Boost mode if you need it.
Not at that time. Too close though. Dangerous trying to take a teammate like that. I am faster. You know, I hope in 27 they fix Mark so it can be AI, so you can tell him that you're faster, or normal stuff. It's not working on certain voice lines. It's AI activated. I think that'd be cooler and work better. Yay! Why did you cut like that?
Your front wing's damaged. Expects a lot of understeer unless we replace it.
Oh my god.
Okay, mate, don't worry about the damage. I've got some new strategy options if you go and check your MFD.
Confirm change.
Confirmed.
I just caught up with everybody too. Yeah, Shun needs a lot of upgrades. Should tell you if you're like the fastest man on the track or if you lose time. He does need an update for sure. Crap, let's make this. Yeah, no worries. Probably gonna stay
We had an
ahead of
issue removing the front
Alonso.
wing. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put it behind us.
Yeah,
and get back
it'd be
into
nice
this race.
when they do it, when they fix them. But I definitely think, because they did the DLC rather than just doing F1 26, that they're gonna rework F1 27. I feel like it's gonna be reworked entirely. But what I really want for them to do is have career mode, but instead of it being like a dual career mode, have like it'd be like an online career mode. That way you could have 24 drivers, but they're not AI. They don't have to be. They can, but they don't have to be. They can be other players. So you can do like a whole season league that's not the F1 world, where everyone can start off on like a bad car on like even grounds, or you can do like even uneven grounds. But then everyone races in like a season, and you can make it however long. I think that would be fun. Because if you want to do something like that, you would have to host it yourself. But you can do like car upgrades. Not really on car upgrades.
At the moment, the car behind is lapping faster than us by around a second a lap.
Yeah, I think it'd be more fun because you could play with your friends and race them in this, and it's more organized than if you do like F1 World on Grand Prix multiplayer and just host it. This would be more organized with the cars.
Good job, nice overtake.
That would be a lot of fun, especially with my friends Jason and Nick. Like, I'm gonna basically do my own, we're gonna do our own league of this. But since there's 3 of us, we can't do a career mode, so we're gonna do, basically just create our own season. See who's the best racer of the 3 of us. Because they don't have the 26 DLC, we'll have to do that in the 25, but my goal is to make it like more cinematic rather than just like a stream. Accelerated too quickly in the turn. Are they planning on buying the DLC anytime soon? I have no idea. I don't think anytime soon. I think they'll probably get it in like maybe a month or 2. They're a little bit more worried about money than I am, so they just don't want to spend the money. But they will eventually get it. I think it will take them a while to get used to like the different engine modes. So after doing a few laps, I think I understand the overtake mode for when you're within a second. It just makes your car like slightly faster. That was risky. Should have on the outside, took the normal race line. I would have beat him on the next corner. Yeah, I don't think it will. It might, but it'll probably be in like 2 to 3 months. It may be like towards the end of the season when they get a discount to get people to play the game after like the season's over. Like after Abu Dhabi, they'll make it cheaper for because that's gonna be right before F1 27 comes out.
Still looking good.
Yeah, that was a little too fast on that corner. Crap. And that battery. The F21 trailer. You know what? I feel like that game's just gonna be good. I don't think it's gonna be as anticipated as GTA 6, but I feel like that game is still gonna be good. I think right now everybody's favorite F1 game is either, I think F1 14 is a common answer, 22 or 21 is a common answer, but I think 27 may be better because of the things they'll probably let you do on it. Hopefully an online career mode, a revamped Mark, or other AI bot for voice engineer, or your race engineer actually. Been overtaking a lot on that corner.
Great maneuver. You made it look so easy.
Catini and Portolano are fighting for 18th place. Interesting. Yeah, I think with the popularity of F1 right now, that they're gonna put a little bit more money into it, hopefully making it better. But yeah, I think I hope they do overhaul a lot of it and update it. Like F1 World is good, but it could use like a remodel.
Boost mode is available now.
way too fast, that corner. I thought that was going to be a nice little double overtake. Turns out I went into the grass. Alright, Hulkenberg, don't take my wing this time. There we go, patience. As long as I can do that, I can do better. Dang. Wait for an opportunity, don't force one.
Okay, you're creating some breathing space between you and the car behind by a few seconds a lap. Really good stuff.
Almost lost my rears on that one. Alright, thank you, Daniel. You have a good one. And most definitely. Watch it go, Pinto. I didn't want to get contact there.
If you continue to cut corners, the stewards are going to
Yeah,
give you
I
a
know.
penalty. Be careful.
That was a good defensive drive for him, though. Cut middle, forced me to slow down more on the inside. But since we're side by side, I didn't want to
Okay,
risk
get to the car in
anything.
front.
So I cut a
9 in
corner.
5 seconds.
Good defensive drive, though. Alright, I'm going to have to make one more stop. That is inevitable. But I'm only P15. You know what? I want to get more spots. I want top 10 at least. Fill out of the top 10. catch up to Akon. Halfway through the race.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
I was going too fast. Yep. Let's get this distance back.
Nice move.
Ooh.
Good job.
P14. Now he's coming back for the attack. See if I can keep him on the outside. If I could have got to the road slightly quicker, it would have been better for me. Slow. My question is, how far can I come with these mediums? I don't think I have any other hard tires. No, I just used my one. I only have one, I think I have one pair of mediums. No, I think I should have two. I didn't use mine in Q1. I should have two pair of mediums. Yeah, I guess I can go back to mediums again. I think it's the plan. I miss my pit. One now, 36 to 50. We'll see. When you get closer. I'll probably go slightly longer than 36.
So that's boost mode available if you need it.
was inside the next corner. I took it as mine. Overtake Lindenbaum. Alright. Gasly is next at 11. P11. 2.6 seconds.
Gap to the car ahead, 1.6 seconds.
There's Gasly. Next is Hadjar P10. Too early to cut him. Alright, Hadjar is less than 7.9 seconds away. Use some battery. Quick on the straight. Signs is now P10. What happened to Signs? I'm assuming he was higher than, he was at least P8. His Piastri was P8. What, he pits new tires?
So we're leading our teammate by 25.9 seconds.
It's good that I'm closing the gap though. By closing this gap, it means when I pit to another pair of mediums, I'll be faster once I get on them. Because the gaps behind me are bigger and in front of me are smaller, I'll have to work less. I'm not going to win this race, but at least be top 10. I can at least get points. And if you're having one of the worst cars on the grid, I'll take it. There's a lot to develop, especially in aerodynamics. 6 for the mediums is my left. Rear tire. Signs repassed Hedjar. Interesting. Is there like a 3-way battle for 8, 9, 10 up ahead? And because I'm joining the mix, it's technically now going to be a 4-way battle for 8th place. How do I want to handle this? Pick them off one by one, maybe?
Okay, listen, don't worry about it, mate. It can happen to the best of us. Now look, I've put a new strategy option.
That was kind of reckless and dumb.
So go and have a look.
That one I had no choice on. Let's get boxed out. Confirm change.
Got that confirmed.
That was reckless, I'll admit it. Wait, signs is pinned in front of me. There we go. Okay. Signs and gas. Oh yeah, everyone's pinned behind me, so it means I can at least hold my position. Well, except Lindenblad. Why is my frame rate dropping?
There seems to have been a problem removing the front wing, but we've got to try and put that behind us now and finish the race strong. Get your head down.
Go. Alright, Lawson's still in front of me, but now I gotta repass Gasly. I'm on fresh mediums. Doesn't mean I have to pit one more time. Probably to softs. He backed off, giving me room. I'll take the space. Thank you very much. And I'm on newer mediums, while he's on newer hards, so... God damn it, how am I slower? No. Please tell me you did not use all your battery for that. One attack. Poor Gasly. Lindenblad's now in the pits. Back up to P12.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Not too early. Let's stay off the grass. Oi, no.
Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres. Richard's coming in for his stop.
exit signs. To inside, car looks fine. Just Piastri to go. Alright, stay inside.
Car ahead's coming to fit the mediums. Car ahead now running medium tyres.
Lost the second on Piastri. Regaining back in the corners, but I'm losing all in the straights. Well, McLaren and Ferrari both have better aerodynamic structures than my car does. My car does not. It probably equates to, well, them being faster on straights. Staying in the slipstream. All I gotta do is just stay behind him. I won't lose too much time. And an opportunity to overtake might appear. Like here. Shit. Way too early. I can get penalty for
Okay,
that?
good work. Great pass.
Really? I can get penalty for that? Even I knew that was cutting the corner. I went too early. Alright, Albon for 7th. Oh my god, there's a 17-second gap between Russell and Albon. God damn it. Well, the question is, have they pitted yet? Because if they have not pitted yet, then I will eventually overtake them. Because I do, in fact, have a better
Car behind
pace.
starting to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form. Let's make the most of it.
Let's stay strong though. I don't want to lose the gap behind me to Piastri, but I also don't want to lose Albon in front of me. Still too early on that. I always lose frame rate on this track. Every other track I'm fine, but not this one. And it's always right there too.
Okay, mate. Boost mode if you need it. Boost mode if you need it.
Not yet. Now. Shut up now, save it. I took it. Crap, the curb. not switching back on me. Defend position.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 15.5 seconds.
Who's in first right now? Oh, the Ferraris. I'm so slow in straights. I'm gonna fight Albon right now. I need to break. Get ahead by a second. There we go. There. That definitely broke it. 2 seconds. Even on this show, you're not catching me with a 2-second gap. We're about to lap somebody? No, Lindblad's out of the session. Oh, Lindblad. Stroll.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
I will have to pit for softs more likely. Used.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 10.1 seconds. Green flag, we're racing again, let's go.
Could go back to the hards, but I'll be slower. Let's go as far as you can and go to the U-softs.
You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 a lap.
know why the Aston Martins are so slow. Based off of this game, it says it's the engine. Crap. Mistook that corner. Ah. Don't like losing grip. Well, it comes to making errors. Thank you very much. Seven seconds down. What in the world? Yet again, I took a phone call. There between this and dual career mode, because I can't pause it. Alright, am I on a straight? Yes.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead.
Wait, I can't hear anything.
6.2.
I can't hear anything. No. We are not doing this if I can't hear anything. Try this again.
2 seconds.
Alright. We're in 6.7 seconds behind George Russell. Rusiel. Oh god. My experiment there went wrong. Nah, maybe 8 seconds. God dang it. Alright, we only have 12 and a half more laps of the race remaining.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Yeah, but I won't be able to make them last all the way. Last pit window is at 50, I believe. If I go with 52, I might put myself at a big disadvantage by pitting the softs. Looks like I gotta finish the race in these mediums. No shot. Why is it showing me a blue flag? I'm not near anybody. Not even to the back marker. I might be able to take 6th.
lap to the car in front, 4.1 seconds.
Whoa, okay, rear tires hit a curb. Almost made me spin out. That was my right rear
We're
tire.
starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop. You're pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff.
I made 4 pit stops this race. I busted my wing 3 times. And beside all of that, I am in 7th place. 3.7 seconds behind Russell. Well, if I want to pit stop, now's my last chance. And no one else is going to, so. Gotta make the most. Come on.
Okay, gap ahead, 2.2 seconds. car behind by around a second a lap.
Come on, almost 1 second.
Catching the car ahead, well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race.
That's George Russell. P6. Tires are almost shot. So I only have, I believe, 1 chance at this. One chance at Antonelli. I think it's 16th. Not bad.
Okay, gap to the car in front.
Take the time.
3.4 seconds. You're pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff.
My gears are having trouble finding the grip.
You should be feeling the effects of some tyre wear soon, so stay on your toes. gap to the car ahead, 2.0 seconds.
Might have a chance for an overtake on the final lap. But that'd be it. I mean, the final lap is the push. Everything to overtake. No, I fucked up.
Keep on him, you might make a mistake. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. You need to give that place back, I'm afraid. That was an illegal overtake.
How about that overtake then? I may have fucked up my chance for 5th, but I'm still getting 6th. I will not lose to George Russell. I don't care how shot my tires are. Never mind. My tires were shot there. I couldn't do anything. Holy shit. When I mean my tires were shot, I mean they just died on me right there. I couldn't recontrol my car. This is a defense just to stay in 7th. Holy shit. But I hold on to manage to stay in 7th, but goddamn.
We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
I lost all grip right there.
And here he comes. It's all go, go, go for Lando.
Damn.
And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
I had 4 stops, everyone else did 2, and I still got 7th. You know, I'll take it. For a slow car, I thought a wing was $200,000. Why did it only cost me 12? But I'll take it.
Hey, Chief. Engineering need your attention on something.
There we go. Get some stuff in development.
Chief, I must remind you that we have parts fully researched that are waiting for development. Let's get that performance on the car.
Okay, Aston Martin is badly slow. So that comes into our advantage. We really need to get our durability up. Yeah, slow cars are slow. Alright, let me do the practice. Sprint qualies and sprint for the Chinese Grand Prix and then end it there.
Okay, you've got race levels of fuel in the car. I want you to drive at a representative pace, all right? No hot laps this time.
Oh. Clean sector as I do that. Yeah, I think that was a clean sector, guys. That's definitely a clean sector. I'm not going to be able to get the racing line. I'm not good at it.
In this programme, we want you to focus on your fuel-saving technique. Lift and coast through corner entry to save as much as you can whilst keeping under the minimum lap time. Okay, test. It's complete,
Alright, that's
and that was
done.
a really good
Perfect.
job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Alright, 5 out of 5 that. All we got left is this. Alright, so I'm 4 out of 5 in that. I'm not getting the racing line. Racing line is not my thing.
lap mode rather than boost mode. Hot lap should be quicker over the whole lap.
Track slightly. I should still pick up.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent
Hey.
data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
$25, $30, $42.
What an incredible...
All right. We're using medium tires for Q1, SQ1. Okay. Ooh. I was expecting like around 136. No, 135.9. I just thought it was fast. I didn't even get the fastest sector 1. I just got the fastest sector 2 and 3. Beat Kimi Antonelli by a whole second. That was the mediums.
And that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the rest of
Where
the
am I
weekend.
place?
So we'll see you all tomorrow.
25th, 23rd actually. 139.1. He's not last. I mean, he's not doing terrible, but at the same time, he's not doing good either. My tires. Medium still. Alright. Just gotta make the SQ3. Sector 1, maybe a 25-2. $136 exact. $25.1. It's not the fast in sector 2. Norris was. I was the fast in sector 3. So it looks like I'm gonna dominate in sector 3, but I need to figure out 1 and 2. If I don't figure out 1 and 2, I'm slower.
And that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the rest of the weekend. So we'll see you all tomorrow.
Alright, now I'm on softs. I need to stay in first place on this. 24-6, Sector 1. That is the fastest Sector 1 I've ever done on this track, even the F125 cars. .134 times. That's just the end of the session. There's 124 left. Verstappen beat my sector 3 time, but I beat him in sectors 1 and 2. Nice. 134.8. There we go. Off to the
And
sprint.
that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty.
Alright, time for the sprint. Win the sprint, you get free 8 points. $19 laps. Could just do hards throughout the entire thing, or even mediums. You can go mediums throughout the entire race, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna make us do 2 compounds. If that's the case, then I'll just do mediums to like 12 and then do softs to the rest. That'd be the fastest of the 2. Technically, a 1-stop race would be the fastest of the 2, but I'll do that instead.
Forget pit stops, forget fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get... And alongside me today...
Alright, what's the race strategy look like?
After the points finished last race, let's aim to keep that momentum going.
Yeah, no, wait. Just mediums throughout the entire race.
Sprints are a shorter race session at around 1/3 distance.
Yeah, I got Verstappen behind me. Not surprised by that.
Okay, radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now.
1.2.
Okay, incredible parking there, nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get good launch as the race starts. Keep an eye on the lights, the start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch.
Alright. Second and a half ahead of Verstappen. Too early to break.
Okay, so managing the engine's more important than ever. Your main way to recharge will be lifting and coasting, and you don't always need to go full throttle. Try some lift and coast before braking, then use boost on corner exit to get that extra energy deployment.
I think it's neon China. I'm going steady, so I don't have too much to worry about.
Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race.
fast lap now. It's kind of shell. I am 4.5 seconds faster than Verstappen right now. Do gotta make these tires last. Way too late.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Oh, I will actually have the tires last that long. Damn. Alright, going strong. 9 more laps to go. And I'm up by, give or take, 8 seconds. This is one of my better tracks, so Nico Hulkenberg's out of the session. Well, I was driving an Audi, which means my teammate's up to what, P24. Too early.
Caution, caution.
Can't park there, Hulkenberg. Well, I guess you can, but
Green flag.
there's a race going on.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of it.
Kimi gets noise out of the session? What the hell happened to Kimi? Oh, moves my team up to P23. almost there. Russell and Hamilton go the rest of this race without pitting? While on softs? Pure Gas is out of session. Oh, my team is now up to P22. And with that, I win the Chinese sprint. Boom.
Yes, yes, come on, we're on the podium. Good job this weekend. That's a great drive. Thank you.
Colapinto. I need to give my teammate a faster car though.
So with the sprint concluded, join us next time for qualifying. And of course, the main event, this weekend's Formula One Grand Prix. We'll see
Oh
you
no, it's
next time.
P19. DNF'd. So you just stayed in front of Lance Stroll the entire time. Didn't even touch Lindenbaum. Alright. Alright, with that being said, end the stream here. We'll probably continue this series another time, but I definitely do like the series, so we'll definitely continue it in the hopes of building this car better and faster. See you guys in the next one.